because all this is magnetism, all this is pH. Remember, pH affects solutions and affects how everything functions, basically. All these different levels of pHs affect everything. It's amazing, and it's beyond comprehension. We in biochemistry all disagree, remember, and basically work on theories. Well, we don't have to go there because it's easy to see in clinical practice what raw foods do to people. And nowhere are you going to find cooked foods better than raw foods. Only when you're detoxing too rapidly and you want to slow it down, or you want the body to stop healing itself, then eat cooked food because it's dead. At least vegetables carry some electromagnetic energy after it's cooked. Meat doesn't carry any. Alive, raw meat is just like you. It's vibrating with lots of energetics. But that rapidly changes as soon as death occurs. And that soul or that consciousness leaves that embodiment, then the body decays. Okay, that's life. Beans. What's healthy about a bean? It's a dormant food. It has high enzyme inhibitors to keep it from sprouting, which creates high phytic acid, which is very antagonistic to calcium, soy being one of the highest phytic acid foods on the planet. It's highly concentrated, very difficult to digest, high sulfur. Everybody has gas on beans. Really nothing nutritious there. Sprout it, and now we can have conversation. But you're back to the plant life. Good for herbivores, but we like that plant to sprout and then bear some fruit, and then that's what we like. It's easier for us. And so, but if you want to argue plants are good to eat, go ahead. I don't really care, tell you the truth. My focus is detoxification. I understand in 20, 30, 40 years you're not going to last long. This guy lasted 5 years on a semi-raw food diet and then went totally the other way. So this does happen. So you can't judge people with that. I don't judge this guy at all. Heck no. But I will say he's jumping way over into the deep end. He's going to hurt himself. Can't do that. You just can't do that. And not with those kind of foods. This whole idea of raw milk. I mean, let's look at milk for a minute. Milk. All right, if you pasteurize it, it's only a few molecules away from plastic. So is that good? Plastic white stuff, goop, mucus? You know, after age 2, remember, after age 2, except for a few Brits, after age 2, most people have lost the enzymes to digest lactose. Lactase is gone. And milk is the most hardest food to digest. After the certain growth stage, protein, high protein and fat type milk isn't conducive to humans. Yes, we can argue goat's milk is a little better for babies than cow's milk. Cow's milk is horrible for humans. But, you know, we're selling it. The raw, now our government's trying to eliminate all raw milk. Well, you need to eliminate all milk because it's all bad for you. There's nothing good about milk, one of the most mucus-forming foods on the planet. And once you start getting tumors building up in your body and a lot of mucus in your sinuses, your head pressure's going crazy, then you can argue with me about milk. And do you still want to drink it? You know, and I'll show you. I'll clean your head out, and then I'll give you milk back, and I'll show you clog yourself right back up. Nothing healthy about milk. High fat, butter, raw butter, nothing healthy about high fat. There's nothing healthy at all. You have to have some essential fatty acids, no question about that, just like you have to have some amino acids. Carbon is the main print of humans, not nitrogen, and carbon is sugars. So you can't get around sugars. So you've got your milks, they're worthless. You've got your meats, I mean, they're worthless. I mean, this is unbalanced chemistry. Now, eggs. I've used raw, unfertilized eggs in highly depleted cases before. I have done that. I have. Cooking coagulates everything. So if you're going to argue eggs, then eat them raw. But I can say that any time of high protein, you'll smell your body stink within a quick order eating eggs. Notice how they stink and very putefactive. Raw, yeah, could be some nutrition in there, but is that good? And the flavonoids and all the good stuff you see in fruits, berries, and melons? No, nope, not at all. What else have we got? Breads, grains. Someone argued how grains are healthy for you. What is healthy about a grain? What is a grain? It's a polysaccharide. Now, polysaccharide is complex sugar. Is there something healthy about complex sugar? Hell, half the people are bitching about sugars in the first place. And then they're eating grains? That's complex sugar. That's a lot of fructose and glucose bonded together. High sugar. What else we got in there? Got a little germ in there. Okay, there might be some healthy things in germ. I used to sell wheat germ a lot in the wheat. But again, fairly dormant, concentrated foods in that respect. We don't give them to animals. Farmers don't give grains to animals unless they want to fatten them up and keep fat on them. Don't need to. You don't need to give corn to horses. They do well on grass. Nobody messes with horses that are eating grass out there. Strong horses are, they can be fearful. These guys are something else. These big ones, these 17 to 19 hand horses are pretty big. Race horses and the like big stallions out there. So grains, nothing healthy about grains. Have people lived on them? Yeah, people have sustained on them. They've had to. But check the difference between grain eaters and raw food eaters. Big, huge difference. And grain eaters look like grain eaters. You know, there's nothing healthy. Acidosis. And again, all the dog food, all the dog manufacturers are trying to put grain free. Well, why would the grains are so healthy? Why are all the, like Purina and stuff, trying to get away from grains? They're not healthy. And a big reason why America is obese. You know, grains are bad, bad, bad. And they're mostly acidic except for quinoa and maybe millet. You know, you have some alkaline grain, but you still have a complex sugar on your hands. Not overly nutritious, enzyme inhibitors again, phytic acid again, all these other things again. Well, what's left there? Fruits and vegetables and berries and melons. So I hope this helps you to understand that a raw food diet is superior in every single way, in its chemistry and in its physics, in its electromagnetic energies. It is always superior. This is the magic trick. It is your body that's the problem. Because we've been eating diets like that gentleman is eating, with all the milks and all the butters and all the meats and all the eggs, that's how humans got to this level of cell decay. Humans are at the worst level ever seen, no question, but the lymph systems, as you guys, and especially you that really are taking this on and learning with the iridology and everything, you're seeing these lymph systems in people just a total mess. And this is what the gig is. This is the game right now. If you don't get with the rules of the game, you're not going to be able to get well. Patience, endurance, all these things play a role in the unwinding of generations of bad food eating, of cell deterioration, of heavy lymphatic stagnation. We have years of creating this, generations of thousands of years of creating this. Now, we have to uncreate this. We have to get back to the living presence of life, back to nature, back to some sunshine. Most people don't get into the sun at all. And then all the vitamin D issues. You know, and you get all these issues, man. You got to go out and play with Mother. Go out and play with the Mother, and the big Mother, the Mother Earth, and have her wrap her arms around you. Enjoy walking in the woods or go on the beach. You know, have fun in that way. Get into raw foods. No one's saying you're going to be a perfect raw foodist, and it doesn't matter. Because it's going to take, you know, a long time to unwind the human misery. A long time. And thank God to you beautiful mothers out there are raising your babies raw. That you are the saviors of the world coming. I can just tell you. Because if we don't turn our children's genetics around, you see what's going on. You never saw St. Jude 15 years ago like this. You never saw all this going on like you have now. The rapid deterioration of the Homo sapiens species. And it occurred from all the milks and the butters and the cheeses and the meats. Not from fruits and berries and melons. That's what we use to get people well. And you know what's funny? We can get anybody well at any level. You might not dig deep enough. Remember, this is the lesson for you Facebook people that are the healers there and you YouTubers. You must dig deep. And this young man that's balding and going this, he hasn't fixed his lymph system, and now he's jumping in the world of reclogging his body even worse. He's going to have to go back and take years to rebuild that if he's not careful. So this is some of the problems that we face here. The unawareness. and blaming fruit and vegetables and berries and melons. That's got to be the problem. I'm losing my teeth and I'm losing my hair. They've got to done it. Now my hair's growing back because I'm eating meats and all that. You're stimulating yourself. These are high stimulants. And you're going to find that you'll reach a plateau, and now the hair is going to rapidly go off the other way. You're going to see the acidosis setting into the body, the congestion building back up in the body. It's just that man does not understand the process and the road to Wellville. And this is what makes you guys right up there top notch, because you've got to stop and think it out. And those of you, like this one lady where her mind's just chattering, what about this, what about that? Settle down and think it out. Relax. Relax. Every book has a different consciousness to it. Different person writing it. You've got to be able to become stable in your... This is why I quit reading books. And I'd like to write them more, but I quit reading them because I don't care what anybody else thinks. I've seen living proof in 150,000 people in my life. I've seen it firsthand. I don't need to read about it from somebody else or somebody else's experience. That's one experience out of hundreds of thousands. And you don't know how they did it, how far they went, how far they didn't go. All these other factors. Do not lose focus of truth, which is living foods are always superior to anything else. And we don't have anything on us to show us in eating anything other than fruits, berries, and melons, and maybe some tender greens. No question that man could get away with that and is getting away from that with that. I don't have a problem with it, but why did we invent a juice extractor for? Get rid of the cellulose, didn't we? Because we don't handle cellulose well. Not at all. And so it takes energy and it takes digestive power to deal with this. Well, if you're working with sick people, you don't want their energy to go digestion. One of the questions yesterday was the long distance running, marathon running. And it's not just running, it's swimming, it's everything else. You have more energy when you don't eat than when you eat, if you hadn't noticed. Except for those that have extreme adrenal fatigue, I agree that you're going to get some magnetic energy from outside sources because your recharging battery, the adrenal glands, are down. And it's not keeping your nervous system charged up. That's neurotransmitters out of the medulla of the adrenal glands. So I'm trying to educate and bring us all along here so you guys don't get caught up in the smoke screen, the illusion. Oh, it's the diet, it's the fruits, and it's the fruits that are doing this. It's the berries and melons that's doing it. It's the vegetables. I need to go over here and go back into the paleo diet. Or I need to go back in here and eat a lot of meat and stuff like that. You might need to for this. It's all about your consciousness. It really is. It's all about your state of consciousness and what you believe in, what you accept. All of that. That's why people that tear into this and understand this, they don't have the problems. Those people that go, well, you know, they walk with doubt. They walk with controversy. Don't walk with doubt or controversy. Walk with knowingness. Truth is a simple knowingness of what is and what is reality. Look into the mother. Look into the earth. That's the largest laboratory we have. That's reality. That's what's going on here. Not what man thinks, not what scientists think, not what biochemists think, not what UCLA thinks. These guys are lost in worlds beyond. They have no clue of simple reality anymore. So keep yourselves, strong in that way, because you're going to be fighting a lot of this around the world, and all these governments and all these people have been so brainwashed. People are herd cattle. And they've been herded down a road that the World Health Organization wants you to be herded down, like the World Bank's herding us all down the road they want us to monetarily. And we're walking down accepting everything they're doing. They're manipulating everything. They're making all these crises happen, let me tell you. And they've slammed people in debt. They love that.